Hi, I'm Heather Hubbard. I went from being a lawyer and partner at one of the largest firms in America to becoming an online personality and successful entrepreneur. I know what it takes to rise to the top. I also know all too well the toll it can take on your health and personal life. So how do you shine bright without burning out? How do you chase joy while achieving success? You're listening to the Hustle and Flow podcast. Welcome back to Hustle and Flow. I am your host, Heather Hubbard, and we are on day 5 of the Get It Done Challenge. It is the last day. It is the final day. And I know that you have had huge breakthroughs in managing your to-do list. You got everything down so that your mind could be free. You organized it in piles so that we could actually start to prioritize and go through it piece by piece. You have delegated, you have asked for help, you have gotten uncomfortable, you are letting go of some of that perfectionism and controlling behavior, and you are letting people down. You are disappointing people left and right. You are letting go. You are releasing. You are saying no. So hopefully by today, that list of everything that has to get done, it's a lot smaller and it's far more manageable. It's far more doable. And you feel better because you see light at the end of the tunnel. Now, when I originally put this together for this particular Get It Done challenge, today I was going to help you map out that plan for the rest of the year. But after the election and everything that happened, I decided to change it up. So for today, we're going to do something different. But just know that I'm actually doing a bonus episode. So I guess it would be this Tuesday. I don't know how you'd say that. Is it this Tuesday or next Tuesday? I don't know. Today is Friday. The Tuesday that's coming up, it's going to be the regular podcast. So if you're new to the podcast, we do episodes every single Tuesday. The Get It Done Challenge is a special format where they're much shorter and we do them every single day. So starting next week, we'll be back to our regular schedule. They're about 30 minutes. And next week, instead of doing what I was going to cover, that's when I'm going to do the bonus session, which will cover how do you actually map all of this out to make sure that you can get it done by the end of the year. So I've got you, but I didn't want to do that today. I did not want to do that today. What I want to do today is help you rest and relax and celebrate the work that you've done, celebrate the person that you are, celebrate showing up for yourself, because it can be really easy anytime, any day, but especially now, it can be really hard to show up to anything, right? So you're showing up day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, each and every day. And so I'm sure many of you joined for the YouTube lives as well. And just being in community, showing up for yourself, showing up for your community, your business, everything else, because everything that you're doing with your to-do list is related to yourself. It's related to your family. It's related to your community. It's related to career and business and all the things. And so not only has this helped you, I am certain that it has helped those around you, because even though people really want us to do it all for them, they also really appreciate us being happy and at peace and not an overwhelmed, anxious mess. Because when we are, we tend to be bitter. We tend to be angry. We tend to be impatient. We're not as kind. We might snap at people. We might have a breakdown at any given moment because it's all too much. And so it really does help others around us feel better too when we feel better. And it's important for those around us to, if they've not been stepping up to the plate, to step up to the plate, and for us to let them know that we trust them to do things with and for us, because that can be really empowering. And I think one of the things that we have learned, and we're going to continue to learn a lot of lessons in, right, through these elections and these campaigns, is that we have to give more people agency. We have to make more people feel included, and we have to let others be part of the solution. And so part of that means really doing things together as a community, even if it's not the way we would do it. You've done hard work this week. You really have. I know that you have dealt with a lot of emotions and thoughts, and you got uncomfortable and you did the work. And you might be thinking, but I could have done so much more. It's okay. Honor exactly where you are, knowing that you want to probably continue to evolve and grow and get even better in saying no and delegating and prioritizing and all the things. But you've done your best this week, and that is enough. That is enough. So, one of the lessons, one of the sayings, one of the slogans that we use in 12-step programs is one day at a time, one day at a time. Because when we think of everything, when we think of that big pile, when we think of the world, when we think of what's going to happen with Trump in office, it's so overwhelming that we just get immobilized. And then we start seeking out vices and we think things aren't possible. We lose hope. And you can't overcome that by trying to fix it all at once. And the best way to fix it all is to only fix today, to only focus on today, which can seem counterintuitive, especially for those of us who are go-getters and doers and fixers. But it also reminds me of, I don't remember where I saw this, but it really resonated with me, which is if you take a pail of water, a bucket of water, and you throw it on a rock, it will be wet for a moment, and then it's going to dry up and nothing happened. But if you take a drip of water, one little drip, but you never stop the drip, you're eventually going to actually smooth out and eventually wear a hole into the rock. And that drip may not actually seem like a lot or feel like a lot. And that's why we go into that overproduction mode. But the truth is, the intensity, the need to be like, we got to go do this now. We got to fix it now. It doesn't actually accomplish anything. We are throwing that water on the rock. We are using all of this energy, but it doesn't really have a long-term effect. And so whether it's your to-do list, whether it is our work to fight for a more equitable society where everyone has opportunity, the drip is what makes the difference. Consistency makes the difference. And it doesn't have to be a waterfall. It can be a drip. And so I'm hopeful that we all learned some new tools this week that let us stay in that drip. It is more peaceful. It is more calm. It is more doable and actually makes a bigger difference, creates lasting change. So today, your job, your challenge is to rest, to do something nice for yourself, to take care of yourself, take a break. Maybe you decide that you want to go take a walk. Now, here's the thing, and here's the challenge. Whatever time you would have used for this, right? So how much time did it take you on Monday to do your to-do list? How much time did it take you on Tuesday to go through those piles? How many time on Wednesday to delegate and ask for help? How much time on Thursday to say no, release, let it go? If that was 30 minutes, I mean, I get each day might have been different, but if that was 30 minutes, if it was an hour, whatever that was for you, use that amount of time to do something for yourself. Take a nap, go for a walk, take a bath, call a friend that you just enjoy hanging out with, read a book, go get a manicure or a pedicure, go have lunch by yourself, whatever it is that you want to do, but do it. Don't say, oh, I'll do that later, or, oh, I'm not going to do this today. I'm just going to go do something else. This is what helps us continue to show up. If we don't ever take time for ourselves, if we don't take care of ourselves, we cannot continue to show up and do this work. So again, it's kind of like the rock. It truly is one day at a time. And even though everything can feel overwhelming and like we have to do it all immediately, that's not true. The consistency, the ability to run that marathon, the ability to go long term, that's one of the most important things that we can all be doing right now. And the way that we do that is we take care of ourselves. We take care of ourselves. So that's what you're going to do today. You are going to do something kind for yourself to rest, take a break, relax, and celebrate. Okay, we have one more prize. Well, two. Actually, we have two more prizes because we have the daily prize and we have the grand prize. All right. So as always, the daily prize is going to be a ticket to the Planning Extravaganza on December 5th for personal and professional goals. If you want this December 5th and 6th, which is the business bundle, which is for businesses, entrepreneurs, business owners, or professional service providers who are also in charge of generating business, then you can use that credit towards it. And you're going to get, in many ways, more of a credit because right now you can get tickets to the Planning Extravaganza for 50% off. Use Get It Done. That's your discount code through Monday. And you can join for half off. So tickets are normally $197 regular. So that's going to make it less than $100. And tickets are normally $497 on the business bundle. So that's going to make it less than $250. So that is a great steal. The last time we did the Planning Extravaganza, we called it the after party. Sometimes we change the names of it. And those tickets were $1497 and $2497. So we've definitely made it far more accessible, but we're making it even better because we know that, right, the economy is hard and money might be tight. And we just want to make this an easy yes for you and allow you to continue to come be in community with us. So go grab your tickets, but try to win it. Try to win it today. And if you've been participating every day, you are going to be eligible for that grand prize, which we will announce tomorrow. So make sure you get your entry in. And here's what the entry is for today. So the rules are you have to officially be registered. If you have not yet registered on getitdonechallenge.com, make sure you do so. Next, make sure you are following me on Instagram. If you participated Monday through Wednesday, you already done that. And then here's what you're going to do. This can be a post. It can be a reel. It can be a story. It doesn't matter. But what you're going to do is you are going to share your biggest takeaway for the Get It Done Challenge, your biggest takeaway. So you're just going to be sharing that. And again, you can get creative. It can just be written word. It can be a quick video. It can be a picture, and then you just describe it in the caption. There's no right or wrong here. Just you're publicly sharing. Do make sure it's public. If you have a private account, we cannot see that. So you can always go back to the private account as soon as the Get It Done Challenge is over. But we do need to be able to see it for it to count. We are going to gather one more time this week, 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube Live. To celebrate, I will answer any last questions that you have, but I've got a fun little program for us to do where we can reflect and celebrate together. So I am so glad that you joined me this week. I really would love to see you again for the Planning Extravaganza. So go grab your tickets. Make sure you do so before Monday. Share it with your friends. The discount is Get It Done. All right. You've done a great job. Congratulations. And thank you so much for participating in the Get It Done Challenge. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, give the episode a like and leave a comment below so we can keep the conversation going. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a future episode or announcement. Listening on Apple, Spotify, or another podcast app, you can watch the video and join in the after show conversation by visiting hustleandflowpodcast.com.